DJ Bobby Trends, thank you for coming on.
Yes, sir.
First radio host we've had on
Really?
the podcast, yeah, which is cool.
Fire.
And I hate to say it, but probably our oldest guest too.
Really?
yeah. Okay.
Y'all be having like 18-year-olds and shit?
Younger.
Younger? 16-year-olds?
Some of them be like
Yeah, but we've had
16,
we've had older guys too.
Yeah.
Mostly rappers though.
Yeah.
We've had some personalities, no radio hosts. Yeah, I enjoy talking to people a bit older. They just have more nuggets of wisdom.
Nuggets.
Yeah, that's it.
I like that.
Yeah, so, but we were talking about the podcast space. I guess we'll get into it. So, yeah, what we were saying before, I think you make a great podcast host, and I think you can bring a lot of people on to
I
your
want to
show.
start one. I'm going to figure it out, man.
Yeah.
I'll figure it out. I just need a nice space like you guys have. Something like this.
Do you because it's a bit different from the radio format. It's a bit longer form conversation, and the topics kind of free flowing. Where I'm sure radio. Like, did you ever host a conversation on the radio show or not?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we interview people. What happens when we interview, it's for YouTube, right? Similar, like a podcast kind of. I have I'm actually like part of somebody else's show, and what happens is that we're able to go back and edit for radio. So like it's kind of like you go back and just like, because with radio, you can't talk too long, because then you lose listeners, because listeners want to hear their music, right? And there used to be space for it where like people would listen to interviews on the radio. It's really for like morning radio. Like you expect it. Like when you driving in the morning or something, wherever you're going, like, you know, shout out to Ebro and those guys in the morning, like that's what they do. You know what I'm saying? Like, but people expect it. But when you're listening like at in the evening or whatever, in the afternoon, you want to hear your shit. You want to hear your favorite songs. Yeah. You know, and it's changed a lot too, because now it's just like, now because there's so many podcasts, now it's like people can go to their favorite podcast and listen to their favorite, you know, people, and look for their favorite artists, where they don't have to kind of like listen to the radio for that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, where they get to choose.
You guys got like guys like Academics that's killing the game. You know what I'm saying? Like he's just like, people want to go listen to whoever he has on. You know, so yeah, it's different. For us, it's like you got to place, like if it's longer than a minute, it's too long. You know what I'm saying? So if I have like a 45-minute interview, I gotta find like basically 6 minutes out of the 45 minutes and do 6 breaks. So
my God,
yeah, it's a lot different.
But do you ever post the full interviews, like at all?
The whole interviews will be like on YouTube, so you have that, and then but then we take the audio, and you know, so for like my radio show, then we'll just take again like just like a minute, and if it's something that's groundbreaking or something, maybe we'll go 2 minutes. Yeah. You know, 4 minutes, and then then people start complaining like, oh, that's too long. You know, so. Do
you feel it's hard to relate with, it's hard to get artists to be vulnerable, because a lot of them kind of have this image to portray, so they won't really speak freely?
Not for me, I don't think so. Like, I think because I have certain relationships, it's easier for me. But it's also like, you got to make people feel comfortable. You know what I'm saying? So like, you might not want to go straight to those questions, and I'll be like, damn. You know, or they'll say, before they get there, don't ask about this, or don't ask about that. So then you're like, damn, man, that's what you really want to ask, right? But nah, you just got to make people feel good. You know what I'm saying? Make them feel good, and they're going to open up. You know, like if there's something that you could relate to, you know, like we interviewed Enerly Chopper, and he loosened up a lot after I told him I was vegan, because he's vegan. We're both alkaline vegans, so we just got into this whole energy thing, and we just started talking, and it was just like, man, and it went really good after that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta have some type of, you know, if you relate.
Wait, speak on that, because I was talking to a vegan the other day, and I wanted to know, like, what are really the health benefits? Because like not eating meat, not eating animal products. Yeah. Is it more so for the not the science aspect of it, where like the spiritual, like you feel like you're connected to Earth more, right?
I do, but that wasn't my plan. My plan wasn't that. It was just, I just want to be healthy, you know. But like I do different shit now. Like, say like if I'm driving, like I was always the person that never wanted to throw like the garbage out the window. Like I never wanted to throw like a piece of paper or plastic or whatever. That was just me.
Me too.
Or like in my house, like I tell my girl, I'm like, I'm not buying paper plates. I'm not buying plastic cups. She's like, but now we gotta fucking wash dishes. I was like, we gotta wash a whole dishwasher, whatever, right? But now like I'm in the car, and like literally I was on my way here eating a pear, and I threw the core out the window. And and I remember I kept doing it. I'm throwing like a banana peel out, a pear core, like an apple core, whatever. I throw them shits out the fucking window, and I don't feel bad about it. And then I forgot I was speaking to another vegan, and I'm like, do you throw shit out the window? He was like, all the time. We gotta get back to the earth. I'm like, it's crazy. But like, think about it. Like, the fruits are from the earth.
Yeah.
So like, just because you chewed it doesn't mean that it's, you know what I'm saying? Like another animal's gonna come eat it.
Probably.
Or like it's just gonna just deteriorate into the dirt and become part of the dirt.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So like, there's an energy behind it. I feel like, I'm gonna tell you what's crazy about it. A lot of people don't understand it. Like, I wish for people to be vegan, but I don't like throw it at people because I never had this energy like this ever. There's an energy that I have that I've never had in my life. Like I feel different. Like I feel like when I manifest things come faster now. When I manifest things, I can manifest $10,000 for Thursday and it comes Thursday. It's weird. Like it's like. I know, it's weird.
No.
I ain't gonna front. It sound like, it's like one of those mind over matter things. Like once you really like get into that groove, like it's working. But I ain't gonna lie, I don't think I can give up steak for $10,000 by Thursday. It's quiet for that. Like,
what about for $3 million or $5 million?
I ain't gonna front. 5 million by Thursday. But like, I don't know, like
you got manifest bigger.
Maybe I'm a little crazy, but my head be stuck in like this way, like I be feeling like I can't be vegan or something because God forbid the world end. That's my favorite line, my favorite excuse for everything.
You want to live life.
No, not even I want to live life. I'm just prepared. Like, all right, the world end, come to end, all the TV shut off and stuff. I'm hunting. I know I'm gonna eat meat. I'm good. Like,
nah, but you good. There's fruits and vegetables.
Yeah, every vegan say that, and it's just like, bro, I'm not eating grass all day. Like, money gotta go. For real, like, something gotta give.
That's crazy.
I can't.
But I was a dude that used to like, I would sit there and cook steak all the time. Like, it's funny. Like, I'll cook a steak for my family, and I won't even taste it and stuff like that. That shit good.
That's a little psycho.
That's a habit. I kid you not. Vegans cook the best steak.
Yeah,
my friend is vegetarian.
Best
steak I ever had in my life.
I'll make a great steak.
Yeah.
Really?
Sanch.
Like just from smelling it, like it does enough to satisfy you.
I don't even. There's nothing. I don't want it.
When was the last time you broke it?
I don't break it.
Well, so when did you start?
About a year ago.
Wow.
I was vegan for like a minute.
Nah, just a year. Yeah. But it's so like, I'm scared to eat meat. I feel like at this point, it's like if I have it, my body's probably gonna go into some crazy shock or some crazy shit. Like,
yeah.
Yeah. I don't fuck with it.
My friend was saying something interesting. He was saying like, they don't teach you this in science because you can't really be proven, but there's something about like an animal, when an animal dies or the meat from an animal, like it's considered bad energy. And when you're eating it, you're taking in bad energy. Whereas if you're taking plants, well, that's not really like, there's no science.
They teach you the flow of energy in science.
Energy, bro. But this is what I'm talking about.
I don't think that's like real hard science.
Bro,
but that's what I'm talking about, about me manifesting shit.
Mm-hmm.
I spoke to another vegan friend about it, like somebody who's deep, like he talks about like ancestry and like.
He's probably on psychedelics too. Is he?
Nah.
Oh no.
He's not. But so he said to me, yeah, absolutely. Like you're taking care of the earth, so the earth is taking care of you.
Exactly. That's what he said.
It's energy. Like it's just. I'm like, that's crazy. Like, and I'm not even doing it for that. I'm just like, I really just want to be healthy. You know what I'm saying? And it really makes me feel good. So like. Like I eat some bullshit, like some bullshit ass vegan food that's not good for me. Like there's like Beyond Meat and Impossible and all that stuff. But I'm trying to figure out how to replace meat with mushrooms. Like I already started, so it's like there's ways to do it. But like I really like chopped cheese. Like I love a fucking New York chopped cheese sandwich. So like there's a place in the Bronx that they're 24 hours called Vegan Grill. I go and get a chopped cheese after the club, but it's like Beyond Meat. So, but everybody says you could use walnuts.
Oh my God.
Right? It sounds terrible,
miserable,
right?
Yeah.
Nah, but it's not. Like I've had one. Like I've had it. I just gotta learn how to make it. It's like a process. It just takes a little longer to make shit. That's the only annoying part. But other than that, I like to cook. So that's what it is, man.
That's interesting.
The only vegan thing that tastes good to me is soy chicken nuggets. Oh shit.
See, but it's terrible for you. That's
soy chicken nuggets.
That's
soy.
That soy is bad, man.
Really?
It's so bad for you, man. It's about removing the mucus from your body because it's cancer causing. So anything that's like acid, like this acid in soy, and so it creates mucus, and that's what like creates cancer and
Wait,
sickness.
acid creates mucus?
Yeah.
Damn, I drink mad orange juice.
I can't drink orange juice. But then it's crazy because there's certain acids that once it hits your body, it's actually good for you. It's weird. Like there's like key limes. Mm-hmm. They're like the little limes. Those are acid, but something about the chemistry in that key lime when the acid hits your insides is very alkaline. It turns alkaline, which is electric. I could go deep. I'm really
I was about to say it's a science to this that I don't understand.
Yeah, some other shit.
Were you like mad unhealthy earlier on?
Nah.
So what kind of led you to do this?
It's something I've been wanting to do for a long time. I remember when I wasn't on the radio and I used to listen to Hot 97, I was a listener. They used to have Dr. Sabi. I don't know if you're familiar with Dr. Sabi, but Dr. Sabi's like he died basically. There's a big conspiracy behind him that like he was murdered because he had to cure the cancer, AIDS, and all types of shit. But Nipsey would talk about. Nipsey was supposed to do like a documentary about him. So then there was a whole nother conspiracy that he got murdered because of that. It was like a lot of conspiracies, but he used to be on the morning show, and I used to hear him in the morning. I was going out like high school, like going to school, and I would hear him, and they would have him talking about all these cures and stuff. So like I was just like, it really was like intriguing to me. I'm like, man, that's fire, like, and I just grew up. I mean, my parents too. They like we ate a lot of vegetables and fruits too.
Yeah,
shit like that. But like, I definitely had my steaks and all of that. Also, you know, I used to eat straight up like, you know, man, like roast pork, all that. Like all of that's just like how I grew up eating. But eventually, I just started. I guess my fruit and vegetable intake became more, and I left home when I was 18. So like, you know. Like I had to cook for myself, you know, do everything I had to do for myself. So like it was just choices I made, and I was really just trying to get sexy. You know what I'm saying? I'm like I want to get these. I was going to the gym, and once you go to going to the gym, I think a lot of people could relate. Once you go to the gym, you start not to eat.
You want to eat healthy.
Yeah, like you're going to eat less McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like you're gonna like do shit like that. Like so it was really just steps. It was steps.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I had the first time I ever hired a trainer. He told me, he said, if you like McDonald's, eat McDonald's. He was like, but now get a Happy Meal instead of what you normally get. I was like, I get a number 2 with mac sauce, with the large fry, large Coke. I get apple pie, and I get a McFlurry.
Oh, fuck you up.
And a 10-piece and a 10-piece nugget with like barbecue and the sweet and sour. So he was like, damn. He's like, get a fucking Happy Meal. He's like, just get the burger with the little baby fries and the apple juice or some shit. I was like, and he was like, if you drink the Coca-Cola, then don't eat the fries. But if you eat the fries, get water. You know what I'm saying? So like it's really about like just narrowing shit down and dumb, you know.
That's one thing I couldn't do. I fake kinda gave up on soda.
Really?
Like if it's a last option, I'll drink it.
I love soda. I've quit so many times on soda. But see, soda's not like there's no animal in soda. So like I can have soda if I want, but it's just terrible.
Nah, soda is terrible. Like you know soda could clean rust off of tools.
I'll be honest, every now and then I'll take a sip. I'll be like, I'll get a Coca-Cola, I'll take like 2 sips and I'll throw the can out.
Yeah, I can't finish a can.
That's just too much.
That's so weird. All right, switching gears. So tell real quick about, I thought that was cool. So you listened to Hot 97 when you were younger.
Yeah. And
now you were working with them or for them. If you can quickly tell a little summary about how you got to that place.
So it was never my plan. I never like thought I could be on the radio because I grew up a certain way where the people that we looked up to weren't in the entertainment business. You know what I'm saying? So like, I love DJing. So I wanted to start DJing when I was 10 years old. I was like, I want to be a DJ. At 14, I did my first party. I did a high school party and I started doing like a lot of house parties and all types of shit. And then eventually I ended up finding my way, because I grew up in Jersey, in Newark. So I found my way to Manhattan. I knew that like, in order for me to be in music, I needed to be where it's at. Like I always like tell people, like if you want to be in movies, move to LA. If you want to be in the music industry, you should be in New York. Atlanta, now LA too. Like it's, you know, like it's certain, like you don't want to live in Ohio and be in the music industry. You
Definitely.
know, I don't want to shit on Ohio.
Yeah.
I have friends in Ohio, but it's just like, you know, like you gotta like be where it's at. So I found my way, and I started opening, for Flex, and I came up under his wing, and I knew that would put the eyes on me, and in a year's time, I started headlining my own events, you know, and because my affiliation with him, because I had to work for him in order to get in, you know, like I would hand out flyers for parties, like I worked in his office, I used to run his car shows, like I really like I did like a lot, I really like put my time in, and you know, this was like before like social media and everything, so it was just like those are the things that we had to do because we didn't have social media.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I did all of that, and then people started to say to me like, "Yo, why you not Hot 97?" I'm like, "Man, why am I not Hot 97? I'm putting all this work in." So I manifested it. I wrote it down. I said in a year's time, I'm gonna get hired, and I just kept working hard. Now I'm headlining. I was putting on my own mixtapes, and people were noticing. And the affiliation definitely helped. You know, they were just like, "Oh, that's Flex's guy. Yeah, we should try him out." So they tried me out, and it was fine. Actually, I fucked up the first time. I did really bad. Like, not really bad. I just made a mistake. Like, I had curses were flying, all types of shit. Like,
On the radio or at a club?
Yeah, on the radio.
On the radio.
It was crazy. It was crazy. I played this this Fat Man Scoop record, and it's like this party song, and there's a part where it was like, "Who's fucking tonight? Who's fucking tonight?" It just
And all the parents were like holding their kids' ears and shit.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh shit!" And I was like trying to like, and it was vinyl, so I'm like trying to like, I couldn't just hit a button. I'm sitting like taking the like channel up and down. I'm like, "Oh shit!" Well, I'm looking for another piece of vinyl, like so. But
That's hilarious.
and then I was told that I would never be on radio after that. I was told, but it wasn't even because of that. There was some other politics shit that was going on.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really want to talk about, but and then in another year, people would have probably quit. I didn't quit. I just kept going, and finally I got the job offer. So yeah, so now I'm there.
So would you say Fallen Flex was your mentor? If you had said you had one mentor, that
he's still a mentor for me. Yeah, he's been in the game forever. I grew up listening to him.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like I had, you know, like the way his brain thinks business wise and also competitively, he's a big competitor. Like he knows how to keep himself relevant.
He's still like really in tune with like the young guy.
Yeah, like he has that whole YouTube channel.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
It's popping.
Like, it's so crazy, man. Like if when artists come to New York, they go see him for the freestyle.
Jealous.
You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Like yeah, man, that shit is. I actually was doing. I used to do freestyles a while back. Like there was like a internet radio show, and they had like a good studio. So I started, and then something happened. They had to shut the studio down, and I just didn't continue. I wish I would have did it. Like if I would have continued, my shit probably would have been like. You know what I mean?
Should have been going crazy right now.
Yeah, I should have been going crazy, but never too late.
Are you?
I was gonna say that. Never
Too late.
Nah. Are you familiar with this new scene in Jersey? It's like Jersey Club Drill.
Yeah, I started to hear. Yeah.
It's going pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Like I think it'll catch on a lot, kind of like this New York drill has.
Yeah.
Those beats, it won't be considered New Jersey club drill. It'll just be, I guess, like club drill or some shit like that. But it's going crazy.
It's funny. There's an artist named Za Sosa. He's from Philly. I don't know if you guys know Za Sosa, but he has two songs. Jeff, what's the name of the songs? Za Sosa. There's one called Stripper Anthem, I think, and the other one Shake Something. So Shake Something, a friend of mine put me on to Za Sosa. He's like 20 years old from Philly, and I would always say, because that Jersey house, that Jersey club music, I'm very familiar with it, being from Jersey, and I always said that if artists would rap on it, it'd be different, because the Jersey club music never popped.
No,
it never like went anywhere. Like it never like.
That's debatable. It had its little phase like around, let's say like 2016, 2017, like basement parties. Like it used to go crazy.
But I'm talking
then
about
the Jersey
like,
Bop.
I'm talking about like on a bigger scale though. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no Jersey club people that got a Grammy. You know what I'm saying?
I actually didn't know what it was until we brought on. I didn't know what it was until a rapper rapped on it, and then knew like there was a whole
Right.
scene before with just the beats.
So I was presented this song like about a week ago, right, Jeff? I think a week or two ago. And I'm like, yo, this is what I was talking about. I'm like, he's from Philly, and Philly and Jersey are so close. I guess it's kind of like, and there's Baltimore has some influence in it too. So Baltimore, Jersey, and Philly. So, but he hit like 7 million views in a month.
Yeah, I'm telling you, like, I mean, you probably shouldn't be taking advice from me, but you actually like. There's definitely some Jersey guys out there, like from Newark, and like there's one guy, Bandman, who we interviewed. There's a couple of guys who, if you took them under your wing, like, there's a lot of, I think like Polo G has a Jersey club drill song coming out. Like, there's a lot of potential there, I think.
Right. Yeah, I just heard something from him. I don't know if it's Jersey drill, but what's that? He got a new song. It's like a Michael Jackson.
Polo G?
Oh, yeah, the beat it.
Yeah, that's fire.
No, Smooth Criminal.
Yeah, Smooth Criminal.
Smooth Criminal.
Oh, is it Smooth
It
Criminal?
was Smooth Criminal.
Is that one right?
It was Smooth Criminal.
Yeah, like it's more upbeat. So I'm just like,
Like
this-
fast-paced
it's not-
rapping.
It's not really like what he's used to doing.
Nah.
I feel like, but it's interesting to me.
Yeah. So is the Shake the Block? I know that's the brand you're repping. Is that a label, or you make it as a label?
Yeah. So we signed our first artist. His name is Rich Lex. He's from Tampa, Florida. He has a single out right now. It's called Crown Royal. The video just hit BET yesterday, world premiered, and it's on YouTube. It's doing decent. We have a catalog of music with him, so we're very strategic about how we're gonna put the music out. But every 6 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks, we're putting a single out. So, and we know how important the digital space is. Like, something pops on the digital, then we'll take it to radio and figure it out from there. So, yeah. But we actually had a couple other artists that we're quietly working with, figuring out, situations with signatures.
Can you say the
and
names or
everything.
no?
Nah, not yet.
So,
That's
Not yet,
cool.
but they're definitely from
Good luck with that.
But they're definitely from here, from
Word?
the boroughs. Yeah.
And the drill scene?
No.
Okay.
so I have a question. To you, what makes a song a radio song?
I don't think there's a such thing as a radio song. I think it's just it makes it to radio. I guess by popularity. Like I said before, like we push digital, like for Shake the Block Music, we're pushing digital, and when we see the numbers that we're looking for, that's when you take it to radio. Because there's a whole business behind all of this. It's just like you can't push everything to radio. Radio just works different in the digital space. So I think people used to like concentrate on making radio music. So I think I know what you're saying. Like people are like, oh, we got to make a good radio song. But if you take it as far back as like Jay-Z, I feel like Jay-Z wasn't making radio music. He was making street music. And like it just translated to, it got popular. And it was like, now we got to get this shit on. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like, like think about it like Nardo Wick, Who Wants Smoke.
Yeah.
You wouldn't think that's a radio
Hell
record.
no. I mean, there are huge artists on
But we
it,
played
but
on
the
the
song,
radio.
no.
Fake. And by fake, I mean, all right, like certain songs, definitely like I feel like you could say it's not a radio song. Too much is going on in the song. Too much is being said.
Yeah.
Even though you can blur like certain words, you can make it clean. It just wouldn't sound the same.
Yeah.
That's what I meant by like a radio song. 'cause,
Radio. I think radio songs. I think people try to make it that it has to sound more friendly.
Yes.
Right?
Exactly.
But do you think Who Wants Smoke is a friendly song?
Is that a radio song though?
It's on the radio.
A lot?
It's a rotation.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess on 97.
Yeah.
But they're probably the
I mean,
most.
if you with your mans and y'all saying who wants smoke is lit. It's like, all right,
It's
the whole
lit.
gang asking who want him.
But then like we play like right now in heavy rotation is there's a song Dreamed On Capella Gray.
That's
Right?
my shit.
That's a fire song.
That's
right?
fire.
But that's more friendly, so it's easier.
Yeah.
It's like the radio honchos. They're on some. Okay, what's easy for people to listen to during the day? And then also the people that listen to radio, the people that go to clubs only make up 10% of the listeners. You got 90% of people that don't go to clubs, that don't that aren't like in the field, like outside really listening. You know what I'm saying? Like, like you got like, that's a big difference. So like, I'll say something like, oh, this song is big in the club. And they're like, yeah, but we're not catering to people that go to the club. That's a whole nother 90% of the people. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
I was gonna say, what did you look for? Like, when you sign your artist, what was his name again?
Rich Lex.
Rich Lex. What did you see in him that made you sign him?
I like artists that don't sound like anybody else. That's just me. Like I won't like, but sometimes I mean it works. It works sometimes. It's just my preference. Like, yeah, you got to sound like now. So there might be similarities to other people. I also, when I hear somebody, I need to meet them to see if they're really what they sound like. You know, like, because people could be out here acting. And I'm not talking about content either. Like, content also, but I'm also talking about, like, I have a deep voice. And then if I decide to rap and I got this high-pitched voice, I'm just like, that's not how I talk. It's just, I need organic. And I also need to be organic. Like, I needed to be like, Rich Lex actually reached out to us 2 years before. And the music that he sent us, I wasn't 100% like on it yet. You know, like I was just like, yeah, it's cool. Like he sounds like he got potential, you know, but I wasn't really looking for somebody with potential. I was looking for somebody who was ready to go. You know what I'm saying? So like 2 years later, he sent more music. He's persistent. And I was just like, wow, I'm like, this shit is something. You know, so I flew out the next day.
Wow.
And went to go see him. And then like 2 weeks later we signed him.
Fuck.
You know, so yeah.
Personally, I think that obviously with streaming and social media, radio is kind of dying, and with podcasts and everything, would you agree with that?
Say again.
Obviously, like radio is kind of dying.
It's not.
The viewership.
It's definitely less listeners, but not dying. It's just not. There's so many more options now.
Yeah.
You know, I think with radio is like the icing on top. If a record is like, if a song is huge on digital, I feel like once it gets to radio, it just gives it that extra. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just a different. Because there's also other things that come with it. Like it's not just radio. There's also like big concerts that radio stations do. You know what I'm saying? Like Summer Jam is huge.
Yeah.
And it's just and I can't speak for other radio stations. I want to say like I know in other states radio is less important. Like seems like. But Hot 97 is such a staple in the hip hop like world. Like if your shit hit hot, it's different. You know what I'm saying? Like especially for New York artists. If you're a New York artist and your shit ain't spinning on hot, it's like not that you can't make it, but it's just it takes you to the next level. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't want to be a New York artist and your record's not playing on Hot 97. Yeah.
You
know.
That's what I love about Hot 97. They're so in tune with the young guys and the new music. I'm
glad you said that, man, because a lot of people don't think that.
Yeah.
Or people say it, but I think it's the guys that are more upset that their music's not playing.
Yeah. You can't play everybody. The one problem
millions
I have,
of rappers.
I hate that it's not. It's actually more like Z100, but I hate like the radio stations that play the same songs. They take like 10 songs.
I mean, we do it too.
Bro, I'll be on a car ride in an hour and I'll hear the same, like the Levitating Dua Lipa song. I'll hear that shit 4 times.
It happens. There's certain songs I'm just like, man, do I gotta play this song again? I don't want to play this song again, so I won't play it and I'll just go left and do something else. Yeah, you know. But it's I get it, man. I get we do that too because people's attention span are different now. Like I'm ADD as a motherfucker. Like so my attention span different, but I feel like people. They want to, like I said before, they want to hear their favorite songs. Yeah. So what happens is that there's research that's put out on music, and we also like there's ways to know when a person turns the radio off or switches the station. There's technology for that. So when they go and check, they're like, oh damn, we lost like 1 million listeners at 2:35 p.m. Let's go back and hear what the DJ was doing. Oh, he played some fire ass new fucking drill song that like nobody knows, you know what I'm saying? Or like the streets know it, but like that 90% other people don't know. So they switched it, you know what I'm saying? Like, or the DJ was scratching too much, or the DJ was talking mad shit and like, nobody cared, you know what I'm saying? So like, so research comes back and says these 10 songs are the best songs for you to play. And we don't try to keep people all day, we try to keep people at minutes at a time. So like if we could keep a person for this amount of time, then nobody listens to radio all day. No. So like you might get in the car and listen for like 10, 15 minutes. So I'm gonna try to keep you for that time. Then you might go shopping or go get some food or something, and then get back in the car, and you're gonna hear the same song again. And you may be like, I'm tired of this song, but you'll be in the song singing this shit.
Yeah.
Right? You like
Definitely. Certain songs get stuck in your head. For real, like you be stuck bumping that show.
There's definitely a science behind it, man.
I was gonna say, I think I don't like discovering new music. I like to listen like when I'm working out or when I'm like on the subway and shit. I like listening to the music that I'm familiar with. Yeah. And I think there's a psychology behind that. I think it's the same people with in their cars on the radio. Yeah. They don't want to hear something new. Maybe. I think that when they're familiar with the song, it strikes a certain like.
I would
chord
think
in their brain.
you would want to discover new music. I don't know why you give me a different vibe.
I try. Like I did like an A&R internship and like I didn't like it at all. Nah.
Oh shit.
I was going through like 300 songs a day. I hated it.
I'm the exact opposite. I love new music.
Yeah,
like,
I love new
any
music
type,
too.
Like I don't know. I really have a love for music. Like not even just a specific genre, just music. Like
but I see what you're saying though, because if somebody send you 300 shit songs, then you're gonna get tired.
Yeah.
But like my inbox is crazy. I get hundreds of songs a day, and I can't listen to everything. And it would be discouraging because I'm sitting there like you, like listening. I'm like, damn, this shit is trash. This shit trash. This shit trash. Fuck. This shit is ice. So then you start picking like the best of the worst at some point. But was actually kind of fire is that since I put out that Shake the Block is now a label, Shake the Block Music is here. Now I've been getting more quality music because I feel like also people may not want to send music to somebody who's not serious about their shit. Like, why are they sending it to me for what? You know what I'm saying? Like, so like, it's one thing for me to be on the radio, but now for me to actually have a label and be able to sign artists and be able to help people get this shit out, now I'm getting like better artists. You know what I'm saying? That's where I found the other guys I'm telling you about that are from the boroughs. So I got a Brooklyn artist that we're figuring out and somebody from the Bronx also.
Cool.
You know what I'm saying? So like,
I mean, if you want to hire somebody to listen to music, I'm free. Fuck
you free? Let's go.
I ain't going front. I really do enjoy it.
Yo, bro, you're saying that now. Go for it, but it's fucking miserable.
I kid you not. Like, I'm really one of those people that listen to every album, every song, second by second. I don't care if I hate the first 3 minutes of the song and there's 2 minutes left. Yeah. I gotta listen to it. Like,
I'm critical too, because I'm just like, I can't like, I don't know. For me, like I said, I just want to hear something that stands out. I feel like a lot of people sound the same. So what's gonna make you stand out? Like that's what wins. The shit that stands out. Like it's not like, you know, it's gotta be a little different. You know what I'm saying? What's gonna be the part of the song that everybody remembers? You know, like that the viral piece. Yeah. The shit that becomes a meme. You know what I'm saying? Like look at Future. Future always got some, like, his memes are crazy. Drake, you know what I'm saying? Like Drake definitely, like, this guy don't lose. You know?
Drake don't lose. He's good. But nah, like, you don't find it, all right, you don't think it's kind of hard for, like, newer artists to find their sound to begin with? Like, I feel like a lot of artists, even the biggest artists now, when they first came out, they did sound like somebody. At first. And then after a while, they got their sound.
That's like me. Like, when I first started DJing, I was like, I had DJs that I liked, you know, that I looked up to, and I was just like, man, like, there was one guy that he was super hype on the microphone, and the other dude was like, cool. Like, you could be like, it's Bobby Trent, I'll shake the motherfucking block, whatever. Or I could be like, it's Bobby Trent, shake the motherfucking block. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I would listen, and like, when I first started DJing, I wouldn't crack the mic, and I know I needed to. So I would listen to them, and I started to realize that I really started to sound like them. And so I started to like develop into my own shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would repeat exactly what they said, or would just put my name in it. And then would switch certain words, like, nah, I don't say that, and I say this. And then it just became me, you know, like, so yeah, influences, and, you know, influence, but you gotta definitely, like, it's being in the gym, you gotta be in the gym, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just gotta work on your craft and create your own personality, your own shit, you know?
So I wanted to talk about, if you're familiar, did you see what Drewski did a couple of weeks back about when he's on the radio, he's not going to be playing the dissing or the gang music and stuff like that. What did you think about that?
For him, he's really in that world, and he has a show on Hot 97 that breaks new music. It's on Sundays at 11 p.m. I want to say. So it's geared towards that. Like my radio show isn't geared towards playing new music. It's towards playing whatever the top songs are like that are out. I think that because I applaud him. I think that was really important in the entertainment world, and I mean just being a human being, you gotta stand for something. You know what I'm saying? What's they say stand for something, stand for nothing. I think you gotta stand for something. And if he's really like, he's the DJ that is ahead of the curve, I want to say, with drill music in New York City. I think that that's really strong what he did, because some people, like most of the songs, from what I understand, there's some type of beef going on, right?
Yeah.
So for him to go against the grain and be like, nah, you know what? I'm up here right now as a DJ in the drill world, and now I'm just gonna stop playing the beef shit. I think that's fire, because maybe he'll influence cats to like start like taking a different route.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, you know, at the end of the day, life is more important than anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah.
Would you just to play devil's advocate, would you say like he's kind of silencing a voice in doing what he's doing?
No, because people could still make music.
Just not on his station.
You can make music, you can make whatever music you want to make. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like freedom of speech is important, especially in music, and we all are gonna be like so that's the other side to it. Like, you know, this is art. You know, it's the other side.
Like, yeah, I hate that every time somebody say that, we put that shit.
That's fire. I feel like artistic expression is super important. So like I'm not against people saying what they want to say, but at the end of the day, like, you know, if you really want to get to it, like, what if like and this is gonna sound crazy, this is me just thinking out loud. What if there was a Ku Klux Klan member that wanted to start rapping, and he's gonna start talking about racism? You know what I'm saying? Like, is that okay?
No.
All right, so you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
that's a little left field, but I'm just saying. You know what I mean? Like,
that would be bad for
it's really like.
What would you rap about?
I don't know. I know it'd be hilarious though. Like, nuts. But I mean, express yourself through music. Do what you want. I'm just not gonna listen to it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they're gonna have their own fan base.
I was about to say they're gonna have their own
like,
fan base. Nah, I ain't gonna. I'm gonna tune into one song. Like, you gotta see what they say.
You gotta see what it is, right?
Hell yeah.
But like, art is art, man. If you really look, like, even like painting, like you see some off the wall shit sometimes. You be like, the fuck? But it's really about how people interpret it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but we talking about actual beef. You know what I'm saying? People really beefing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're expressing yourself about beef. Like, I mean,
Incriminating stuff
and getting yourself in trouble is kind of crazy. You know
and these people are just, these rappers, they're really talented, but they're just so young, so they don't know any better, and they're willing to risk it all.
I feel like that's just people though. Like, I feel like pain and passion go together really good, and it's sad to say, but the most artistic somebody can be is when they're in a predicament like that, and it's really is sad. Like, even think about paintings that people drew about wars, thousands of people dying, but the painting is beautiful because it's like, damn, this is what you took from that. So it's like, you're making music about beef, but it's like, this is what I took from it. At least I'm making music instead of me being outside actually doing something.
Yeah. That's what I love drill music, because even though sometimes the message is pretty fucking bad what they're rapping about, like, at least it's very raw and very gritty, and when these people are coming from where they're coming from, you can hear it in the music. It's pretty cool.
I keep it 1,000. Sometimes I play drill music, and I won't even know there was a beef.
Yeah.
Because I'm about the vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I won't even know, like, they like be shouting a particular person or a certain like group, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know who that is. I don't know that, and like also the history of rap, I think like sometimes rappers would talk about other people's beef or talk about other situations, or what they like witnessed within their own group or team. It wasn't necessarily that it was something that they did themselves, but I feel like rappers now like really talking about their own personal shit. And that shit is crazy. Like, and the boys are listening. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is crazy.
Yeah, being a cop is the easiest job right now.
That shit is crazy.
Turn on the radio.
Yeah, that's true.
But if you think about it, like, that's not what's really like getting them in trouble. I'm sure that there's some other type of evidence that that they had, and now they just kind of like that kind of just
reinforces it.
Yeah, you know
it's terrible.
That shit is crazy.
All right, you won't. So I was telling you off air, I had some questions for you. I was listening to one of your podcasts from a couple years back. Super interesting though. I really enjoyed listening to it. One of the things you said.
I pointed at me though.
No, because I thought it was cool. I was listening to it this morning, and I was like, "Damn, that's so quanty." So I heard you say that you have an older sister, but you're like her older brother, just the way that you know, because you're like the man of the house, kind of. That's exactly like him.
Oh,
and as I was listening to the podcast, there was just so many similarities that I could draw between you two. Yeah, it was cool. It was cool. So if you can speak on that,
my older sister,
or just your upbringing.
I mean, I grew up in the hood, and my older sister, I protect her. You know, she's 3 years older than me, but like, if she was outside, like she wasn't outside like me. I was outside and I saw what outside was like, and so if she went outside, I didn't want her to get hurt, or you know what I'm saying. Like I don't want anything to happen to her. You know what I'm saying. Like if it was my grandmother, like I walk her to the bus. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to make sure she's good. You know what I'm saying? Like I was really outside. Yeah, my sister was not outside. So if she went outside, she needed security. You know what I'm saying? So I made sure that was me.
She needed security because she was your sister?
I mean, I love my sister. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I just want to make people. I just want people to be good, man. End of the day, like I'll help an old lady walk across the street even if I don't know her. Back then, you know what I'm saying? Like
before the vegan phase.
Before the vegan phase. Or the energy.
No, that's really good.
Yeah, it's just me, man. I guess my mother brought me up right.
Yeah. See, that's like the similarities and differences. Like my mom raised me really good. I ain't gonna lie. But the difference is my sister was actually outside. Like she was outside too. I ain't gonna front. My sister was definitely outside arguing with people, this and the third. And it came to a point where it's like, I ain't gonna lie. I tell everybody this, when I was a kid, I used to be a pussy. I ain't gonna front. I was a pussy. Like I could say that with my chest out. I was a soft kid. Cried for everything, all of that. And then it just, I don't know, I think one day I just had to like awaken and like, yo, bro, it's over. Nobody gonna play with you after today.
Nobody's gonna play with you after today?
Yeah, like after today, you're not gonna cry, you're not gonna do none of that. You're gonna change your life. I think this is when I was going into middle school. Definitely when I was going into middle school. And then, I don't know, after that, my big sister wasn't my big sister no more. It was like, I don't need to call you if I have a problem, but if you call me, that problem gonna get handled. Like, and it was just that from there on out. Like, my mom used to tell me that shit all the time. Shout out her though. She used to tell me like, I used to hate when you used to cry.
My sister would go to parties and my mother would send me with my sister.
That's so funny.
She was 13, I was 10.
Yeah,
sitting at this party. I'm sitting there like just mad awkward. Damn. I'm like, damn. I just had to make sure she was good.
Were you a big kid though?
Big kid?
Yeah.
What you mean like
strong? Yeah, like bro.
Nah. I wasn't broad. I kind of look like how I look now, but shorter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No beard.
Yeah, no beard. Nah, I think I had a beard when I was like 15. I grew a beard, but not like this though. It was like
I fuck with that. I fuck with the beard. That's good.
I was frail as a kid.
You was frail. I was 15 going to strip clubs because I had a beard.
Damn, that's lit.
That's lit.
I
like
wish.
That? I had a friend like that.
Hell yeah, I went to Barbados when I was like 17. I'm like, I'll be getting in the club. I don't got ID. He said, you look old enough. Shit, fuck it, we out. We out. That's all I had to hear. That shit made my day. Word.
That look crazy, man.
All right. So I guess to wrap this up, so speak on the plans you got with Shake the Block. I know that's you're pushing that brand heavy.
So
just plans
Shake
going
the Block
forward.
Is also a DJ team. So I have 12 DJs. All from here pretty much. We're gonna expand to other states as well. But even before the DJ team, it was really just like a group of dudes. Like there's like 200 of us. We just all just fuck with each other and everybody. Like Shake the Block really means like going above and beyond. It's leaving like a lasting impression. Like it's really just like, how do you shake the block? You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta shake the block with Otherside. You know, it's what you guys are passionate about, what you guys love, and you guys go hard for it. So that's pretty much what that is. And then because I'm in the music industry and because, I do what I do, and I've been behind the scenes with a lot of like different like artists, like in the New York scene, I'm finally using what I've learned towards my own artists. You know what I'm saying? So like So that's where we're at, man. Like, so Rich Lex, he's out now. Crown Royal's out right now. We have more artists that we're finishing business up with right now. It's brand new. Like, it really just started like a couple months ago.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? So like, we're really like, you catching us in the early steps.
And are you looking to partner with one of the major labels?
If it comes, it comes. I'm pretty sure it's gonna come. You know, right now we have shout to Rock Nation. We have distribution through EQ Distro through Rock Nation. So we didn't call them; they called us for a reason. You know, because I've been in the game for a minute and I know what I'm doing, and I have influence and I have an incredible ear. You know, I got a great team. You know what I'm saying? Shout to Jeff the Don. Shout to Franny M.
Freddie.
You know what I'm saying? Like, shout to I-95. He's we have, you know, I got visual people. I-95 is our art director. He does like artwork for Khaled, Drake, Future. And he's art director for Shake the Block Music. You know what I'm saying? Baramy Films. He's our video guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got a great team, man. And you know, it's gonna happen, man. Amazing. Like I know that, like, Shake the Block, like, if you're from New York, you've heard it. You know, when you see it, you know what it sounds like. When you hear it, you know what it looks like. You know what I'm saying? So like, there's nobody like us, and it's, you know, like, just energy wise, and also like just team wise, family wise, and experience from me, and just like, I got a pretty good head on my shoulders. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I know what I'm doing. So just know that this is gonna be the next. Like, we're gonna create the next era of incredible artists.
You definitely got like that CEO vibe going for you. 100%. That's common. That's a good thing.
Yeah, man. We're gonna open up a big office. You guys can come.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Fuck with us, and you know what I'm saying. Like, it's gonna happen.
Is the is the mailbox open for artists to send their shit to you?
Yes. You go to shaketheblockmusic@gmail.com.
Okay.
So real easy. Shake the Block.
So artists shake the block music at Gmail.
Yeah.
And Kwani will soon be listening.
And I will be interesting. I would love for those artists to put in the subject that they got the email from the Other Side podcast.
That'd be great.
I might go listen to this first.
Yeah, definitely.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
DJ Bobby Trends, man. Pleasure. Thank you for coming on. Good luck with everything.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.